And good evening, everyone, and welcome back to ACTV Sports. My name is Lee Fogarty. As always, I have Jared Fogarty on my left, got Dallas Cole over here on my right, and we are here for another exciting season of high school sports. Jared, we're going to Clinton for Clinton versus William Blount tonight. Dallas, I know you graduated from Clinton. Jared, give us just a little bit of your thoughts on the game going into tonight.
I think it's going to be a great matchup. I do think the scale probably tips a little bit more towards Clinton tonight, especially if they play like they did in some of their preseason matchups. I think that they'll be a tough team tonight. They've got an offense led by Josh Keith. I think he's turned into quite an athlete, and if he can stay healthy and command the field as the quarterback out there, they're going to have a good night tonight.
Absolutely. Dallas, your thoughts going into tonight?
I agree with what Jared said. I went to some of their preseason games. They look pretty well, so hopefully they can keep it up. And like he said, they got a few guys, pickouts like Josh Keith, Barrett Maddox, Dermon, Wesley Phillips, Tegan Bollinger, Eric Page, Rhett Seavers. So we'll see how they play.
And I know with Rhett, that's a big guy that you like.
Yeah.
You like having those guys up front to kind of move them out of the way. So everyone, thank you all so much for joining us once again here on ACTV Sports. We're going to do possibly the national anthem as well as just a package from the media day that Clinton had. And we'll be right back with more live football action here on ACTV Sports. All right, and as we see the band continue to play out there, we'll go over some of the seniors for the Dragons. We've got number 2, Lucas Kendall. Number 5, looks like a Reese King. Number 10, Brandon Holifield. 17, Elijah Batiste. He plays receiver, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete. Neo Tate, number 19. Dylan Spurlock, 25. Broderick Maples, 26. William Taylor, 45. Chase Glandon, 55. Riley Webb, 60. Brett Maddox, the one you were talking about earlier, or Barrett Maddox, 68. Jacob Pruitt, 69. And Caleb Cook, 74. And so out of those, who should we, besides the quarterback, who should we be keeping an eye out tonight for the Dragons as one of their playmakers, Dallas?
So, in my opinion, I think Barrett Maddox. He plays offensive line, but he's got over 20 offers for football, so he's a all-star on the line.
Does he play any on D? Does he play end or anything, or is he just on the offensive line?
I think he's just on the offensive
tackle?
line. Yeah, I think he's right or left. I don't remember which one.
We'll keep an eye out for that.
But yeah, I mean, he's got over 20 offers. I don't remember some of them. Some are pretty good schools, so hopefully he shows out this season and gets better.
Jared, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a great game. You know, he does have several offers. You can go check out the Dragon Facebook page. I think they've got a post up from the last couple of weeks where it has all the schools that have offered him. So congratulations to that young man. He's going to get to go play at the next level somewhere. Doesn't know where yet, but somewhere he'll get to. So congratulations to him. That's an accomplishment on its own.
And also, I think Chase Glandon, number 55 for the Dragons, I think he has an offer to the Maryville.
Is he linebacker?
No, he's lineman.
Lineman?
I think he's often. He might be defensive. I'm pretty sure he's defensive line, but yeah, he's got an offer from Maryville.
Awesome. So we are going to go to the media package from Media Day that the Dragons had. We'll try to catch that before they come back out on the field. And once again, thank you for watching us here on ACTV Sports.
Well, today is a media day. We thought we'd do something that we would be able, so we could bring the community and the team closer together and get the kids some time, you know, show off some of the new uniforms, new helmets, you know, just to build our brand, you know, rebrand Clinton as a contender. I like it. I think I like the most part about it when the families came in, took pictures with their football players, and the 92 guys came in, and the older guys came in. You could just see their face light up, and I'm glad we were able to do that for them.
It was great. You know, we just got better today. Took great pictures. It was a great time to bond, come together as a team.
This is my first time ever doing this, so I don't know. It's a good energy for me, and it's different.
Yeah, it's cool. We never really did anything quite like this. It's just a good team bonding moment, get to meet the community a little bit.
Our preseason been going good. We've been working hard. We just came in from our lock-in playing 7-on-7. I feel like we did pretty good.
It's been going good. We've had a pretty good preseason.
Oh, it's good. We're just working hard, looking forward to week 1 at William Blount. So until then, it's just focused up.
So far, last week was our first week of summer. Spring went really well. We contributed to a lot of things. The team was on a fast pace. We're way ahead of the game than we were last year, and overall, I think we're doing really well, and we're into our second week. Today is the start of the second week, and to be honest with you, I think we've progressed more than last year, and I just think so far it's been really good.
It was great. It's been a blessing to work with the boys, get right back where we were, and just ready for the season.
Preseason's been tough. I mean, we really stressed them out on the lock-in, and then we went over and played 7-on-7. We pushed them as far as we could, then we hit a wall. But we played 6 ball games, we won 4 of them. We're happy with that. We're kind of excited that we're going to get to play against Greenville. We're excited we're getting ready to play against CAK. You know, we want to really see, are we all talk or are we the real deal?
Looking forward to just putting it all out on the line my last year. Got to give it all I got.
You know, I would love to see us go 10-0 and win a state championship. You know, the community needs it. You know, this team needs it. Everybody, this town needs it, really.
I'm not really necessarily looking forward to playing anybody certain. It's week by week. I really don't have a certain team I really want to play. But our goal is to go undefeated and get better, become more of a family, and just make our community proud.
I just want to go to state. I want to go all the way this year. It's my last chance, so that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the season.
I'm going to tell you, this season's going to be an unknown season. I think it's going to be a black and blue league. I think Oak Ridge is going to be much improved. I think Lenore City is going to be much improved. They run the single wing. I think that William Blount's going to roll in here with a chip on the shoulder. I think that my first 3 games are going to be very challenging. I think a lot of people looked past us last year because we were Clinton. No one's looking past us this year, so they're going to come in with it. They're going to bring the best game, so we got to bring our best game.
And welcome back, and thank you to all the Dragons that participated in the media day. It was so good to get to hear them and get their thoughts on the upcoming.
Well, today is a media day. We thought we'd do something that we would be able, so we could bring the community and the team closer together and get the kids
out onto the field. Man, Jared, just think from right now through the beginning of February. We're going to have football every week. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, this is like Christmas to us. I mean, this is my favorite time of the year. And you know what? I just want to give a shout out to Clinton cheerleaders or whoever made that banner. It's way better than those pre-done Velcro ones.
Yes.
Those are dumb.
I love the work that goes in. The dragon on there looks awesome too. So,
Yeah.
so and then we're getting ready to see the Dragons come out onto the field. Once again, keep an eye out for number 3, Joshua Keith. He's going to be their quarterback. On the line, you've got 68, Maddox, and then also big number 73, Brett Sievers. He's a big guy this year, and they're looking a lot from him in order to shore that up, because you got some guys with some size there on the line. That's what you need to, in order to keep him able to run around in the pocket and make those plays.
Well, you can't forget about Riley Webb either. I mean, he's got a lot of experience. He's a smart kid. He'll be able to line people up if they get confused. That's a big help early in the season. Yeah, excited. Let's get some football underway.
And as Clinton, you can see them. Here they come out onto the field. And the Dragons, looks like they may have had an issue with one of the flags there. But they've got the flags flying. And man, it's time for high school football. And I am so excited getting this season started again. As you know, the Dragons are led by Coach Keith. He's been with the Dragons. This is third season.
Yeah, third season.
This is second full season with full off-season workout. He kind of came last minute, and he had the COVID situation his first year and wasn't able to get his guys together. But here, season number 3, really should see the Dragons really take a giant leap forward.
Shout out to Tony Cox with the Clinton Courier, who's laying at the 50-yard line.
I hope he gets stepped on.
Getting pictures right now. Tony Cox is one dedicated son of a gun.
And it doesn't help that his shirt blends in with with the turf either. So as we get ready for the coin toss, Jared, I heard you say that you felt that the momentum and the talent and everything kind of points Clinton's directions. What's your pick for tonight?
Well, I'm going to have to pick Clinton, probably by it's early in the season. I'll say 10 points.
Okay. Can you give
I think Clinton
a little bit
comes
of a score
away with
there?
10-point victory. I'm going to say, let's say 24-14.
24-14. Dally.
I'm gonna start it off right this season. I'm gonna go 21 points.
21 for the victory for the Dragons.
Yeah.
What's your score then?
Let's go 35-14.
35-14. I'm going to kind of split the difference.
I'm going to congratulate Dallas. He actually got the 21-point spread correct.
And he math. He did everything good on that
I
one.
could see his wheels turning, man. It was like a little mouse in there just going as fast as he could on that wheel.
Well, I'm going to kind of go in the middle. I'm going to say somebody misses an extra point here or there because you never know really what's going to happen with kickers in high school. And I'm going to go William Blount 12, Clinton 6.
Oh.
I'm pulling William Blount for an ups. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to do it. I couldn't do it. No, I will say Clinton with 28.
28-6.
No, 28-12.
28-12. Okay.
28-12. So as we see Clinton, they're lining up out there.
Well, poor William Blount's kicker ain't got a chance tonight, apparently. He's missing 2.
Hey, I'm just calling how I see
well,
it, man.
I guess technically he could
miss one, they go for a 2-point conversion and fail.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's going to miss both of them, but that's just my score prediction. And it looks like Clinton will probably be kicking off on this one.
There's Coach Keith with the signature fedora.
So I wasn't sure. I didn't quite catch who won the toss, but it looks like actually where they're lining up, William Blount looks like they're going to come out and kick from where the referee's standing. So on your television set, Dragons will be moving the ball from right to left, and the Governors will be kicking off going left to right. So as we get ready, it's almost football time again here in Clinton. And Jared, welcome to another season, man. It's going to be another fun year.
Well, a good friend of ours, Bo Peebley, if anybody cares, he put his prediction in. He's picking the Dragons 21-10.
21-10. Oh, so he's saying a field goal by the William Blount kicker.
Well,
he's got more
he
kickers.
got a
He's
little- he got a
he's
little
got more
faith.
faith in kickers than I do.
You gotta have a little faith.
Just got to have faith.
Whatever. I don't know.
I know you don't know words of the song, and all you do is play music.
Those are secular songs. Okay.
And then there's a squib kick off the Dragon player. He picks it up.
He's got a hole, and he's brought it.
Down right around the 30-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will take over on the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 Dragons as they take over. Let's kind of see what type of offense they come out with.
So we gotta commemorate this.
Okay.
The 100th season of Dragon football is now underway.
I thought it was next year.
No, it's this year. You're wrong, Dallas. It's this year. Google it.
Great googly moogly. All right, and here come the Dragons. They've got 4 wide receivers. They got 3 to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. The one to the bottom is the senior. Number 2, Lucas Kendall, and according to Dallas, should be wide receiver 1. Up towards the top of the screen, it looks like you've got number.
Well, they just switched
6.
Kendall out.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they put number 7 in, Tegan Bollinger.
Okay. Looks like number 6 is up at the top of the screen. I'm looking for my roster here. Number 6 is going to be Wesley Phillips. And I can't quite see the jersey numbers of the other wide receivers. As we get them, I'll give them to you.
We're looking for our binoculars.
Well, it's on a television screen, so
yeah.
Unless you can get the pixels a little bit clearer. Let's see here. Who's the running back?
Dallas, you're supposed to be our go-to on this stuff. Did you
All
not
right,
study
Josh
the
Keith
roster?
drops back. He throws a little out to
Wide
number
open.
9 out of the backfield. Number 9 was the running back, and he gets pushed out of bounds after he picks up the first down. Nice play there by the Dragons, 1st and 10. And looks like they're going with a fast pace here as he gets out to about the 45-yard line. And now Kendall comes back in.
For the first time in 2022.
4 wide receivers set, 2 to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. I don't have a number 9 on the roster. And another quick screen to number 24. He's out, another first down, past the 40, tiptoes, steps out of bounds, and that's going to be another first down, Dragons. That looked like number 24, Braylon Taylor. 5'7", 160 junior. He's got some speed there. If he was able to cut back inside just a little bit before he stepped out of bounds, probably would have housed that one.
Lee, I like the pace in which they're running their offense here. They're not huddling up and spending a lot of time in the huddle. They're trying to keep the pace up. This is a little bit of a change from last year.
Yes.
But I think that's due to the experience. You got a more experienced.
You got a more
across
experienced
the board.
quarterback. Now run by number 9. He takes it right up the middle. Man, he's going to go
Wow,
all
he's
the way. Touchdown, Dragons. Man, I wish I had number 9's name on this roster.
Well,
Come
he's listed at number 8.
Yeah, but there's not number 8 on the list.
Okay.
That's why I think he's number 9.
not- so
'Cause
anybody-
I think they switched their number.
All right, so we are going off of a program.
So
We didn't.
if you have my cell phone number,
or mine, or
and
Facebook.
you know, I'm not going to give it out. But if you have my cell phone number,
I'll give it out.
and you'll give mine out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know who number 9 is. If you don't care to send me a text message, he is not on our roster.
That was an incredible run, though. He spun away, and that kick was no good, but there is a flag on the play, and it's going to be offsides or encroachment on the defense, so he's going to get to kick that one again.
On the Governors?
I didn't know their name was the Governors until he said it about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
the Govs. In fact, it says it on their jersey. Govs, G-O-V-S.
I didn't say it, to be honest with you.
Is it .govs?
No, it's not a website.
Oh, okay.
That kick is up, and that one squeaks through. Big number 69 puts it up and in. Jacob Pruitt,
MVP.
They have him listed here at 5'8", 160. He puts that one up and through, and
I think
Dragons
do
now
they get
lead
these numbers
7-0.
before summer practice and 2-a-days?
Yeah, because some of them had different numbers during like the preseason games.
I'm just questioning some of these weights. I think they've dropped some weight here in the preseason.
All right, and I am looking on their Facebook feed. Once again, if you have the name for number 9, we would love to have it.
Oh, well, there's a number 8. That's
Yeah.
Javon. I don't know.
But number 8's not on the field.
He wasn't.
Well, he is
I
now.
didn't see him.
Did you get a text, Jared? Oh, is that Reese King?
No,
He's-
Jawan Goins.
Goins?
Yep.
Okay.
Is he listed at a different number on here?
And the kick is up. And it hits. And the it squirts away. I think the Dragons fell on it. And they do. That is going to be Dragons football on the muff kickoff by the Governors. Dragons get the ball, and Dragons looking to put another score up on the board as they lead right now, 7-0.
Riley Silk with recovery.
Well, take your opportunities and run with them, right?
Absolutely.
They got great field position for their second possession of this early part of the first quarter, and they're knocking on the door of another score.
So let's see what the Dragons pull out for this play. Looks like Rhett's there at the guard position, and then
Center.
Maddox is over on the right tackle.
Yeah, it's center's number 77, Eric Page.
Eric Page got somebody in motion. Snap almost goes over the quarterback's head, hands it off once again. This time he is stopped for a gain there.
By a host of governors.
And Reese King.
Yeah, a bunch of governors. Hello, governors. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Landon Riggs.
It's going to
on
be
the
second
tackle for
down
William
and
Blount.
about 7. We'll call it 8 for the Dragons. They're right on the 25-yard line, going in towards their end zone. They're on the governor's territory. Keith is getting ready to take the snap. Got another guy in motion. He scrambles out to the left. He throws it downfield, catches it right in the middle of the field. He is taken down right outside the 5. He's going to be marked down. Let's see where they mark the ball.
Holden Garrett on the stop
Right at
for the
the
Governors.
7-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Dragons.
For the
Dragons
Dragons.
making another march right towards the end zone. And this is exactly what the Dragons wanted to start out this season. So once again, Keith in the shotgun formation. Hands it off once again to number 6. He breaks to the right, cuts it back up, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Looks like Wesley Phillips is the one that took that ball into the end zone for the Dragons. And
I don't think that's Wesley. I think that's number 8.
number 8, Damon. Okay.
I don't
I
remember his
couldn't
last
tell.
name. But yeah, I think it was Damon.
Well, either way, the Dragons scored again, and they are up 13-0.
Pending the extra point.
Jacob Pruitt
Exactly.
hit the point after.
And the kick is up, and that one is no good.
Point after is no
So with
good.
9:55 left to go here in the first quarter, Dragons up 13-0. Jared, with that, Dragons took the opening kickoff, took their opening drive, went down and scored on a really great running play by a player that I still haven't gotten any information on. We're
Well,
trying.
I was texted a name,
What was your name?
Jawan Goins. I don't know what they're going off of, but Jawan Goins.
All right,
Dallas, do you know of a Jawan Goins? Nope. All right.
So we're going to go with Juwan Goins for the touchdown on the opening drive. And then the Governors fumbled the ensuing kickoff. Dragons recover, and then they march right in and score again. So Dragons up 13-0. You couldn't draw it up any better for the Dragons. This is exactly what they wanted.
So now they get to kick it off again and hope for another awesome special teams play. Let's just push this lead to 28. Let the clock run. Get home by dinner time.
Well, it's 7:40 now. What time do you normally eat dinner?
About 9. I work a lot.
kick is up. Oh, and that one's deep. This one's caught by the Governors, and he brings it up, and he is taken down. Who's that? Number 21 for the Dragons was the first to get him. Jaquan Graham is who's listed on here. And that was a nice-looking tackle, cleaned up by Jeremiah Lee. He finished him off. So I am looking here at the max preps to try to get some of the numbers and stuff for the Governors. And it looks like they're going to be led by quarterback number 4, and that's going to be Brett Cortez. He's a 6'2 junior. He's getting under center. Hands it off to a big fullback, and he is stacked up at the line by a host of Dragons. Nice play there by the Dragon defensive line not to let him get any.
Hunter Ogle on the carry for William Blount.
Okay, so it is Juwan Goins. It was confirmed, but it's stacked up by a host of Dragons.
So we've got 2 people? Are we talking to the same person?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not. Once again, the Governors under center. You don't see this much out of high school ball anymore, getting actually under center.
Oh,
They run an option. He keeps it, and he is stacked up at the 30-yard line. And I think he loses a yard there as the Dragons, led by, once again, number 1, Jeremiah Lee, bring him down for a loss.
If you're tuning into us and wondering about the Anderson County game, it looks like Anderson County has the ball, and they're knocking on the door of their first.
And just to let you all know, this is our first game of the season. This is going to be the only game that we do for the Dragons this year. The Dragons have started up Dragon Vision, which is going to be on YouTube or some sort of streaming or social media service. So you can find their future games there. We're supporting them in this, and we wish them luck. But this is going to be the only Dragons game that we will have this year. And we will have 3 in football, correct. And we will have 3 Anderson County games coming up. As William Blount jumps off sides, it's going to back them up 5 yards. And this is, what Clinton has chosen to do. So we do support them in it. We wish them good luck on Dragon Vision as we move forward with football this year. The remainder of the games that we do are going to be at Anderson County.
Yeah, and we may have to miss one of them. Isn't that sad?
Yeah,
They'll
golf
be left
tournament.
with Dallas.
Nobody wants that.
We're headed to the President's.
And he's going to be sacked for a huge loss right there. Dropped down by 73. Looked like Rhett. Is that Rhett?
I mean, I don't know who it is, but he's a man possessed.
I don't see another 73 listed, so that was Fred Sievers with a big sack.
4th down, William Blount.
That's what you like to see out of your nose tackle. I can tell by those bright white calves. That's Rhett. He's redheaded like his dad, man. We're pigment challenged. I'm right there with him. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
And folks, that's why Lee does 3 hours of makeup before we go live on here.
Flag kills the play.
I'd have a lot more color on my face than just the red beard if I had 3 hours worth of makeup.
This is 3 hours worth of makeup. Your color's transparent.
So it's now 4th down and 33 for the Governors until they have that penalty. Now they're going to back up, and it's either 5 yards or half the distance to the goal as they prepare to punt. They are punting from their own end zone.
Watch for the fake here.
I don't know if I would do that this early in the game.
It's a keeper up the middle.
He gets the punt away.
Decent little punt.
Takes a nice bounce. Hey, he got on the other side of the field from the end zone in high school. There's not much you can ask, much more you can ask than that. So William Blount punts it away, puts it over into Clinton territory. Dragons will take over on their own 48-yard line.
And Anderson County has now scored. I believe they've gone up on PAL 7, pinning the extra point, 6-0. That's a pretty good game. It's going to be a pretty good game over there across the bridge.
Yeah, it is going to be a good game.
Powell is a defending state champion, and so their coach has come back to them after several years away, and he's back in Powell. So
yeah, it's definitely a tough early test for the Mavericks. Let's see what the Dragons can do here. Their third possession, scored on the first two. 7:24 left to go here in the first quarter. Dragons are up 13-0. Keith once again in the shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver set. He's looking deep. Oh, and he's got a receiver. Hits him in stride. Touchdown, Dragons.
Man, beautiful pass.
Number 8, Damon how you say that last name? Is that? Thanks, Dallas.
I think it's Marble.
Anyway, Damon with a heck of a catch. Dallas is supposed to be our Clinton guy that's here in the studio to help us out. And
I don't know a lot of the new guys.
A big swing and a
For the
miss
last
on
few years.
Big
swing and a miss by Dally on that one. And the kick extra point is up and knocks it through. Dragons now lead 20-0.
This is my best Dallas impression. Well, I agree with you, Lee.
Thanks, Dallas.
I agree with
Hey, he's come a long way since that.
I agree with what Lee said.
He's come a long way.
He asked you first most of the time, so what else am I supposed to say?
Something different.
I mean, there ain't nothing different to say.
No,
Dallas, we're just giving you a hard time, buddy.
If we didn't, it means we don't like you.
Yeah.
But since we're giving you a hard time, it means we do like you. You just got to get used to it.
There's Coach Keith giving some instructions to his team there.
As the Dragons do take a 20-0 lead. Guys, we may have way undershot what the Dragons are going to do here tonight.
Well, two of the 3 play shot under.
Well, I mean, they've still got – they may put that 20-point way behind them.
I'm telling you, I think Coach Keith and them this year are really going to come out.
Yeah, they
gunslinging.
They're double mine, and they're 2 points away from yours. So
they're actually 1 point away. They only missed one extra.
You said 21, right?
They made both their field goals. They made 2 of the 3 field goals.
I'm talking about 21 points.
Oh yeah, they're 1 point away now. Okay. They made both field goals. They made 2 of the 3, not field goals, PATs.
I'm just talking about the number, man.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And kickoff. And ball takes a bounce off the face mask. And here he comes trying to return it after that. He's taken down, who is that, number 22? Looks like number 22, Camden Britton, with the tackle.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, William Blount's head coach is in his first season.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
William Blount up from Blount County. They have a hard time there with Maryville and Alcoa also in the same county. So as we see the Dragon back behind the Governors. Is that Dave the Dragon?
It's Mike.
Mike.
Isn't it Mike?
No, it's.
They used
I
to
think
call
it's
it Mike.
It's Dawn.
Oh,
I think it's Dawn.
Well, that dragon used to be called Mike.
Oh, the one behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he may be Mike, but the actual dragon, like the master dragon, is Dawn.
The Dawn.
Not the Dawn, but Dawn.
I like the Dawn.
I think the Dawn is bad.
Because
it's
Coach
better.
Keith wears the fedora, it should be the Dawn.
Once again, Dragons lead 20-0. 6:40 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Governors are trying to still run the ball, and they're just not having any luck against this stacked defense by the Dragons. They're loading up the box, and they're daring them to run it, and they are, and they're not having any success so far tonight. And the one time they tried to drop back to pass, really, he got sacked for a big loss. Dragons defense came to play. How fun would it be to see a Clinton-Anderson County game this year, though, with the improvements that the Dragons have made and, you know, what Anderson County has going. I just hate that rivalry has ended. But, yeah, it would be fun to see this year.
So I'm trying
Drops
to...
back in the pocket. He throws it, and that's going to be defensive.
Caught!
Intercepted.
Beautiful interception.
I don't know. He was pushing off awful hard. I don't know if anybody
Let's see if there's any laundry on the field, but that one-handed catch was awesome.
Yeah, it was incredible. 68 right there looks a little bit bigger now that I see him. His legs are free trunk.
Well, he's got pads on. That makes a difference. Well, that was an
Interception
awesome
by
catch.
Bryson Maddox.
No, that wasn't Bryson. That's number 7, Tegan Bollinger, sophomore.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Tegan.
And, you know, their feeder programs both have new head coaches, if I'm not mistaken, at Clinton.
do they?
I know
Wait,
Clinton
what
Middle
you say?
does.
The feeder program got new head coaches.
Yeah, that was caught by number 7, Tegan Bollinger, sophomore. He's pretty good. I'm excited to see what he does in the next few years for the Dragons.
Keith throws
And
it
Keith?
deep once again.
Touchdown.
Caught by Lucas Kendall. Man, Dragons are just rolling tonight.
They've blown this thing wide open.
26-0. Dragons lead.
Well, I'm scrolling the old Twitterverse to see if I can get some score updates.
I doubt anybody scored quite as much as we have so far tonight.
No, I think you're probably right on that one, Lee.
Kick is up, and it is good. 27-0. Dragons lead over William Blount High School. And
we're still not out of the first quarter
yeah, we're still
yet.
in the first quarter. As you have the Dragons in their all black helmets with the orange stripe, black jerseys with orange numerals, C at the top, and you've got the orange and white stripe on the black pants. So going with their traditional black uniform tonight. Dallas, you were saying that they have an orange helmet this year?
Pretty sure they do. It's a chrome orange. I think they're wearing it with the white jerseys.
It's on the road.
Or they might break it out somehow.
So Ben Downs tweeted 4 minutes ago that Anderson County's Gavin No scampered one in from looks like about 10 yards out, and Anderson County takes a 7-0 lead with 5:03 to go in the first quarter.
So their first quarter's actually gone faster than ours. I guess I hadn't had to have as many breaks for touchdown.
And a text from a friend of mine says Anderson County has just scored a second time.
Well, this reminds me, you know, a couple years ago they got a lead on Powell, and Powell came back in the fourth quarter and ended up beating them. So we'll see what happens. Powell's a tough team.
Carnes
and the Governors return the ball. They're going to have their best starting field position of the day at right around the 35, maybe the 36-yard line, depending on where they spot that one.
Looks like Carnes is up on Hardin Valley Academy, 14-7. Catholic is up on Chucky Doak.
Governors put the ball in play. First and 10 at the
Where's that at?
36.
Grace Rams, it's up kind of close to like.
Webb is in West Knoxville.
Huh? Chucky Doak.
Oh.
Yeah. Say Webb. I never Webb's at.
Grace Christian is up on Lakeway, 7-0.
Governors hand the ball off. He's got some room this time. Man, the only thing I don't like about the Governors right now is they're not just hitting the hole and going. They're trying to stop and make a cut.
Walker on the carry.
And, you know.
Carter is up on Webb, 7-0.
What about Gibbs and Halls? That was supposed to be a big game going on.
I have not seen an update yet. But I will come to you with breaking news.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Gibbs and Halls, that's an area battle over there in, out towards, northeast Knoxville. Quarterback keeps it. He is slung out of bounds, down, and he's going to have a big loss there.
Elijah Batiste on the side.
Looks like Batiste is the one that brought him down. It's going to be 3rd down and long for the Governors once again. The Govs just haven't been able to get anything established.
I mean, yeah, I mean they're doing the run about every play, and the Dragons are stopping it.
You know, they come almost like that wishbone option type run game, and you don't see that much anymore in high school sports, and there's a reason. The high school football players, especially in this area, have become that's a big sack. Who's that, number 25?
Dylan Spurlock
Number
with the
25 for the Dragons. Looks like Spurlock, and Spurlock takes him down for a huge loss, and the Governors are going to have to punt again from deep in their own territory.
So the Anderson County score came off of a punt block. So they forced a 3-and-out, and one of Anderson County's players blocked the punt. 2 plays later, Gavin No scored again. 13-0 Anderson County with 3:40 left in the first quarter. We got all kinds of scoring going on in Anderson County tonight. I can't wait to get an Oak Ridge update.
I don't know if they're at
Who's
home.
Oak Ridge playing?
I don't know.
Nice punt there, and he
actually I can tell you.
Gets it down to about the 42-yard line, or maybe the 44-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will take over. 43. I was close. That was not a good angle for me to guess. I was only a yard off.
They're at South Doyle.
So with that, let's look at some upcoming games for the Dragons.
Two games they got upcoming are the Wildcats, Oak Ridge, and Powell. They're on later on in the season.
And those are going to be big games for them to see what they can do.
Yep.
So they got William Blount tonight. They play Austin East next week. And then Labor Day weekend, they've got Oak Ridge. Then they're home against Cherokee. So they should be able to take care of Cherokee pretty easily from up in the Rogersville area. After Cherokee, they have Powell. Then they got Chattanooga Central, Campbell County. Is there a flag on the play?
Late hit by the Governors.
It'll be a 15-yard. There is a flag on the play.
After a first down play there, we'll see what the call is. It is going to be a personal foul against the Governors. That's the last thing they need to do is give the Dragons free yards.
Especially when their offense is rolling as wide open as it is right now. This is kind of a dream for an offensive coordinator, because some of those plays that you want to get into your system that maybe you're not running as efficiently just yet this early in the season, you'll able to be able to run some of those later in the game. To get some live game action on those plays.
So again, September 16th, Dragons are home against Powell. Then they have on the 23rd, Chat Central coming up here. Then they'll be at Campbell County. October 7th, they will be home against Lenoir City. Then they have a week off on the 14th, I guess, for fall break. Then they have Gibbs and Carnes to finish up the season. So a pretty favorable schedule, I think, for the Dragons this year. I think that they can really do some damage. And Batiste with the run, and he's going to cut back, and he is taken down inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal Dragons. Nice looking run there by Batiste.
Yeah, I think this Dragons team is a playoff team this year. They were, a game short last year of making the playoffs, but I definitely think that that's in their future for this season. They've got some traditional powerhouses that they'll have to face. Powell always puts together a good squad. They're a defending state champion, like you talked about earlier.
Oak Ridge,
who went deep in the playoffs last year. They have a new head coach.
There's a flag on the play, dead ball. It's going to be a false start on the Dragons. They'll have to back them up 5 yards. So, but yeah, Powell will be a tough game. Oak Ridge will be a tough game. We'll see what Campbell County has this year. They're kind of hit and miss sometimes.
You know, traditionally, like back when I was, you know, playing high school football, Austin East was a really good football team, and you know, they've kind of fallen off in recent years. But you know, I think that could potentially be a decent.
Oh, on the high snap, Batiste grabs it, runs it in.
Touchdown.
I don't see the arms raised. Touchdown, Dragons. Somebody lost a shoe back there, too. Looked like maybe Keith lost a shoe. I need to tie that a little bit tighter. But Dragons score again and go up 33 to nothing.
It was whoever ran it in. 17.
Oh, Batiste lost his shoe.
Lost the tire.
Pruitt on to 10 point action.
That Carnes game at the end of the year for the Dragons will probably be a pretty good game, too.
It's good.
And the kick is up and good. And Dragons, here in the first quarter, take a 34 to nothing lead. Guys, it looks like we might get out of here real quick tonight.
Yeah, because that clock, is it 35 points?
28, I think, in the second half.
Well, it ain't running, in the second half.
Yeah, it doesn't start till after halftime.
Well, Rach, don't put the girls to bed too early. I'll be home to kiss them goodnight.
Abby, go ahead and put them to bed. Emma's got softball practice in the morning for the Clinton Crush. Emma is playing softball this year for the Clinton Crush, and playing over in the league over, actually closer to where we live in Fountain City. So having fun doing the softball things. Dallas, how's your golf season going?
Good. We started it up about 2 weeks ago.
Good. I'm just messing with you, man.
But yeah, we started about 2 weeks ago. So our first tournament's in mid-September.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll get going.
And where are you playing again?
Roan State.
Roan State.
What's your all's mascot?
The Raiders.
The Raiders. I knew that.
The greatness of the Raiders.
Let's see here. Their volleyball team's pretty good.
Their volleyball team won.
Pruitt's kick rolls out of bounds.
They won a big. I want to say that was the national. Could be wrong though. They won something.
Some
district. Yeah, and the basketball team won the district, I think, as well.
Score of interest.
And the kick goes out of bounds, so the Governors are going to get good field position off this one after the penalty is walked off.
It's neon night.
I guess they're going
Saved
by the Bell. The Saved by the Bell type look there from the 90s.
For William Blount?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looked like Zach Morris up there. He was yelling. He had a hat on. AC Slater's out slinging the football around for him.
William Blount puts the ball in play.
Kelly Kapowski's cheering on.
35.
Absolutely. Jesse Spano is studying somewhere.
She's a maniac.
Once again, William Blount trying to run it, stacked up by a host of Dragons. Man, William Blount's got to do something if they want to open up this offense. They just have not been able to get anything going at all. They don't have the size to match up with the Dragons' defensive line and linebackers, and it's just been, tough sledding for their offense so far tonight. They don't have the speed to, deal with the wide receivers on the outside and the cornerbacks that the Dragons have. It's been all Dragons tonight. Quarterback's running. He's looking. He throws it. It's tipped. Oh, caught by number 6.
That's the best play of the night for them.
And he gets it. It's going to be first down, Govs.
Tip drill.
It was their first down of the night.
Jeremiah Lee on the stop for the Dragons.
Biggest play by far, and they're actually into Dragon territory. Once again, Dragons lead 34 to nothing with about a minute and a half left to go here in the first quarter.
Powell just intercepted one in the end zone over at the Anderson County Powell game, and it's headed back the other direction. 13-0 Anderson County late in the first.
So here come the Governors. Another handoff, and this time he might have picked up about a yard or so before he's taken down. But again, they're not getting anything off that run game. They're trying to run traps, and the Dragons just have too much size.
Well, their linebackers are really filling gaps. They're doing a really good job reading that second level and shedding blocks and making some plays. So
Yeah, I mean, they're stacking. They're putting 6 guys in the box at least. And with the cornerbacks, because they're not really having to, go any wide receivers on one side or the other. Because normally, William Blount's been running 2 wideouts, but just to one
because
side.
they're keeping an extra blocker on the line.
Oh, this time they might be spreading the field out a little bit more.
Look, they got a guard in the backfield.
And that's going to be a timeout.
Dragons.
Dragons. With 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter, the Dragons call a timeout. 34-0, they lead.
So we'll pause 10 seconds.
Oh, man, that's a throwback when we used to do that, man.
we just made Ryan.
Well, honestly, why don't you tell people where they can find us, Jared? Just real quick. This isn't like
Actually, I would rather
ID.
you tell them because you always mess it up.
I don't want to say it.
Okay. So they can find us at AndersonCounty.tv. They can find us on Comcast Channel 95, on Uverse Channel 99, and all the different streaming locations.
We're on Facebook
and Twitter, YouTube.
Oh yeah, the
Roku app. Yeah, if you have a Roku, you can go download the Roku app on your smart TV and catch all the content that is put up by Anderson County Television.
I've got it on my TV, and I go back and I watch our games, and I critique how bad you are at them, Jared.
Thanks. Yeah.
You never Gubs drop back, and he's going to be sacked.
Another sack.
This time, big number 58 comes through with the sack there for the Dragons.
Lestat Williams with a sack for the Dragons.
Quick, 58. Looks like Lestate Williams.
But you can catch a lot of great content on ACTV. You could get the city council meetings, the county commission meetings, committee meetings,
any meetings that go on in the county.
Then they have a lot of great school content. So when they do Christmas programs and other programs throughout the year, ACTV tries to cover as many of those as they can. Andy and Ryan do a fantastic job with just 2 folks here at the station to capture as much as they can here in the county, and we encourage you guys to tune in and check out everything that's on there. A lot of great
what
content.
do they do? This time they're trying to throw it
into
in
the bucket.
Oh!
I guess they got rid of the field goal.
Well, it's called this is called the Steve Spurrier Challenge.
Gotta drop it in the bucket.
Gotta drop it in the bucket. You're too young.
I know who that is. I know who that
Spurrier
is.
was a coach for the Florida Gators.
I know who Steve Spurrier
And
is.
then later the
South Carolina.
And then the Washington Redskins.
In between that.
In between. Before they were the Washington Football Club.
And then he went back to,
It's actually the Washington Commanders now.
Oh, the Commanders?
They split.
Oh.
They're the
I just thought they were still the Washington Football Club.
football,
Oh, I thought they said club.
football team, and then they switched to the Washington Commanders.
Okay, well. They were the Redskins the whole time we were growing up and when Spurrier coached there. So, but yeah, the team in the professional football team in Washington. We'll put it that way. As we get a shot of the Dragons student section, William Blount, you can definitely see them, but probably from a couple miles away. So it's 34-0. Started the second quarter. Dragons lead. William Blount with the ball. Drops back in the pocket. He's just not had time to get anything out of his hand on any type of play that takes any time to develop. He's got to get that ball out quick with the Dragon pressure that they're putting on him right now.
Fourth down, Governor.
Lee, about the only thing that they could do right now is basically bring as many guys to block on that offensive line and run the ball forward, left, right, up the middle, left, right, up the middle.
Well, they tried that, and they've just been stuffed.
Well, no, look, they've still got wide receivers out wide. I wouldn't do that. I'd put everybody in the middle. Force them to stop me, even if it's just 2 or 3 yards at a time. It slows the game down. It gives them more of an opportunity. You don't give up bad field position. You're not dropping back to, a 10-yard loss.
And the punt is away. It looks like it just went sky high. I'm not sure where that
It's on
came
top
down.
of the press box.
Somebody caught it up in the field, up in the stands. I saw It must have been that guy.
Kick goes out of
Is
bounds.
it the kid with the
Dragons
ball in
will
his
put
hand?
the ball in play
No,
at
it was the
William
guy
Blount
with the goatee.
48-yard line.
He just threw it back out onto the field. Kind of like they were at Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
So Dallas, as a golfer, what do you think about the LIV, the Live Tour, and the PGA Tour, and what's going on there?
Well, actually, let me follow that up with a question you can also answer at the same time. As a, how old are you? 20?
I'm 19.
19. As a 19-year-old kid, if they was throwing that kind of money at you, what would you be saying?
Oh, I'm taking the money.
Show me the money.
I mean, it's a business.
Yep.
They take it as a business. And it's nothing against the PGA. It's just, I mean, it's just like a job offer.
Well, it's
One job
amazing.
offers you this, another job offers you a lot more when you take
Yeah.
it.
It's amazing to me that they miraculously started finding more money for purses for the LPGA and the PGA Tour once Live came out. It's
The LPGA Tour. I mean, that's all sponsored by the same type groups anyway.
I know, but what I'm saying is
They don't have a
their
women's
second-
version.
their second place at the Evian Tour paid over $500,000. It's never paid that before. Used to second place if you made $200,000. That was a big pot.
And they switched it up to next year being
Nice
like
run
is
there.
it not like 8 tournaments?
14 events for
Brandon
Live next
Holyfield.
year.
with
And
the
it's
run.
going to be, wait, for the LIV or the?
Live.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Oh,
PGA.
yeah, they have 8
They're doing
premier
8.
premier
It's
tournaments.
like,
yes.
yeah. But yeah, I don't blame those guys.
But I mean, if somebody walked up to me and offered me $150 million,
Guaranteed.
guaranteed
And
money,
you get money on top of the
Well,
tournaments.
Well, here's the only thing. It knocks you out of the majors. And
Yeah.
if you are at that
well,
level,
not exact. Well, I guess they can
knocks you out-
suspend them.
It knocks you out of the PGA.
well, here's the thing.
championship,
It also takes away your world golf ranking point.
Right.
So it'll eventually.
But
not-
if you've won a major recently, those
They're-
are not PGA Tour events.
but they're pulling like
Remains first down for the Dragons.
anyway. Dragons with the ball. They had a personal foul on that, so it's going to be 1st and 25 for the Dragons as they hand the ball off, and he's taken down. I couldn't quite see. So it's number 10, Brandon Holyfield. He picks up about 6 yards, looks like. 2nd down and about 16. Well, I guess it's about a little bit more than that, but it's going to be 2nd down and about 16 for the Dragons.
So it does have a feeling like the pace is slowed down just a hair.
Yeah.
You're having big play after big play after big play for the first, 17 minutes of this game.
The guys were just knocked back on their heels, and the Dragons just kept pouring it on. Now he's got a little swing pass. That's going to be incomplete. The wide receiver, the running back, wasn't able to hang on to it. Looked like if he was able to catch it, he would have really had some room to run as well.
Typically you're amped up first game of the season, you're ready to come out and play, but I don't know. This William Blount team so far, normally you run out of steam in the second half. So far they've not come out with a lot of energy.
And I just think that they're also just outmanned right now. Keith drops back. He's looking. He's scrambling forward. And he puts his foot in the ground. He's taken down at about the 35. No, just over the 50. So he's about at the 48, 47-yard line. So I think it's going to be that 4th and 10 for the Dragons. They're going to punt for the first time tonight.
It looks like it's a different center, and his stance is awfully wide to be snapping it to the quarterback.
Collins in punt formation.
They're missing an up back.
Watch the fake.
They had to take a timeout.
Yeah, it looked like they were one player short there on the line.
Timeout Dragons.
Timeout Dragons with 8:18 left to go here in the second quarter. Dragons still ahead, 34-0.
And those are the top mistakes that are going to happen early in the season. Personnel gets they're tired. They come off the field. They get distracted. They don't. You might have tried 3 or 4 people at that position during the early part of the spring. So.
Blaine Collins in punt formation for the Dragons. Collins' kick goes into the end zone for the touchback. Collins' kick from the line of scrimmage covering 50 yards. First down, William Blount at their own 20.
All right, so William Blount with the ball now on about the 20-yard line. Looks like it was a touchback. Quarterback's rolling. He throws it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by the Dragons. Number 29 with the pick. Looks like that's going to be Derek Bean, listed as a junior wide receiver. He just went up and caught the ball. William Blount took a shot down the field. They had a wide receiver. He just went over his head, and Bean was able to come away with it.
Yeah, I mean, the Dragons' defense looks pretty unstoppable tonight, though. They've had 2 interceptions, and it's not even halftime yet. And then, like you were saying earlier, they just can't. They're stopping the run. So
they're stacking them up. They're not able to get anything going. So here come the Dragons. Keith takes it, flips it out. It's a little bit short there. It's no good. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Dragons.
Pass intended for Lucas Kendall.
Takes the snap. Keith looking deep. He lets it fly. No good. Incomplete.
Had the arm to get there.
Man, that looked like it was. It looked like it was going to be a jump ball, and it was. And man, good defense by William Blount, number 10 there, as Kendall went up to get that. I thought it was going to be another big play for the Dragon.
So just in, Powell has scored at Anderson County. It's now 13-7 with 10:32 to go in the half.
We got 7.5 minutes left to go or so here at the Dragons. Keith rolling, fires it out to number 24. He catches it, and he's pushed out of bounds.
That was Braylon Taylor.
Braylon Taylor. I was about to go. I was looking down to try to find the name. But yeah, Braylon Taylor with the reception. 5'7", 160 junior. Looks like he's got some speed on him, though. Dragons come. They've got 4 wides. They've got the 1 halfback back behind. Joshua Keith, again, with this up-tempo offense. They're giving a ton of cushion out there. This time it's a handoff up the middle, and there's a flag. Looks like it was dead ball, so it's going to be offsides, I'm guessing. False start against the Dragons for them to kill the play. And it is a false start against the offense. They'll back them up 5 yards.
16's happy about it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I think that they've been saying that they've been moving early multiple times. I hadn't seen it. I normally watch the offensive lines pretty close, but I haven't seen anything. And if you are on here and you see us and you are interested in the Anderson County game, you can find it on BBB. Another running play by the Dragons, and he's got a big hole, and this time he stumbles. I thought he was going to take that one to the house for, I guess, his third score of the game, but he stumbles and takes it down to about the 30-yard line. That's going to be a 1st and 10 Dragon.
But there is a flag.
Oh, a holding on the Dragons is called. Is it from there? So was the holding called at the end of the play? Wow. That's a big penalty for the Dragons. Went from 1st down to backing them up, and they're at the 46-yard line again. Dragons got a trips up at the top of your screen, single wide receiver down at the bottom. Keith's dropping back. He's looking to the single wide receiver. Oh, interception by the Governors, and he takes it, and he's knocked out of bounds. And he was just sitting there waiting on that one. I mean,
that was not a good pass by Josh.
You got to see that defensive back, but he just stepped right in, intercepted it, and really first big play by the Governors since that one, pass play that they've had. So maybe they can get something going here, and we can have an entertaining game. But right now, it's still all Dragons at 34-0.
Yeah, the Dragons have certainly come out firing on all cylinders tonight, Lee. Their offense looks well-oiled. Their defense, I think, is even more improved than their offense.
It's very much improved this season. And this time they kind of go with a wide receiver sweep, but it was up the middle. Wasn't really a true sweep going around the outside.
It was a counter play.
You normally don't see those from the wide receiver in motion, though.
Elijah Batiste on the stop for the Dragons. 2nd down.
Looks like somebody from Clinton has to check out for some sort of
Well, his knee
uniform.
pads were above his knees.
Oh.
That's a uniform violation. You can't be on the field.
Well, I'm sure Clinton will get that straightened out real quick, get him back out on the field. Here comes William Blount. Hands it off to number 2, and he's stopped in the backfield. There's number 25.
Clinton is
once
just
again.
playing at a different speed than William Blount right now.
Spurlock cut through there and just takes him down in the backfield. Incredible play there by the Dragons. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 10, William Blount. They get knocked back to the original line of scrimmage. Quarterback drops back. He's trying to get it out of his hand. He's got one guy. He makes him miss. He's still looking upfield. He doesn't have anybody, and he's taken down at right around the 50-yard line. Pickup of 2, but it's going to be well short of 1st down. And that's going to be 4th down and about 8 for William Blount.
But he ran 34 yards.
At least. Dragons came out and scored 34 points in the first quarter, and they haven't been able to get much going here in the second quarter. But man, what an exciting first quarter they were, and William Blount just couldn't keep them out of the end zone.
And the quarterback is telling them to get the play called in because it looks like they're going to have to take a timeout. Yep, they're going to take a timeout.
So with 4:09 left to go here in the second quarter, William Blount calls their first time out of the game. Dragons once again lead 34-0. And it's kind of what we expected, except their defense is even better than we expected. Their offense, Keith is throwing the ball well. They're running the ball well. Offense is doing fantastic, but their defense has really stepped up this game and much improved over last season.
Yeah. They've had a few of their key guys on defense really step up, a few of their seniors, like number 25, Dylan Spurlock, and a few others.
Well, I'm kind of most impressed with their linebacking core so far early in this game.
Spurlock at outside linebacker, and then because they kind of run that 3-3, almost like a old Chicago Bear type defense. They're three on the line. They're nose tackle and their ends.
Well, they've got two nose tackles that have been pretty good tonight,
and that's what I'm saying. They've really stepped up, and they're not letting William Blount get anything going up the middle.
This is an odd formation. Oh, it's punt.
Might get running into the kicker on that one.
Flores on the
And he's
punt.
taken down
Jeremiah
after a nice
Lee on
little
the
return there. Gets it out to right around is that the 30?
Conley on the stop,
Or the 20, I
40
can't
and
tell. I think it's the 30.
I never understand why they grab shoulder pads, like why you grab cloth up high. I was always taught that you drive through them, you wrap up, don't need to leave your feet, but they're trying to tackle up high. You can't do that. It's not a good way to tackle. It's a lot harder to tackle somebody that way. If Dallas wants to stand up, I'll demonstrate.
Yeah.
And
I think you should go coach. Sounds like.
we got about 4 minutes left until halftime. Once halftime hits, we will have Clinton High School's band performance, any band performances out on the field. And we'll give you, after that, once we get a little bit closer to the third quarter, we'll give you our first half thoughts and breakdown. So that's what's coming up here at halftime.
Clinton's kicking their tail. That's mine.
Thank you, John Madden. The team that scores the most points is most likely going to win the game. Thanks, John.
This game is 80% physical and 40% mental.
Now you're going Yogi Berra. That's a Yogiism. And
big
Dragons right up the middle, number 5. He makes another guy miss. He's still going down the sideline. And he makes another couple miss, and he's taken down inside the 10. Finally by the Govs, but Dragons knocking on the door once again, trying to get into the end zone here before halftime. Nice looking run there that's Erise King, number 5. And that was a good looking run that he had. He had that speed, that breakaway speed, and if it wasn't for some of those cornerbacks down there that slowed him up and tried to get some help down there, he would have taken it into the end zone. So I look for them to hand it off to number 9. What was his name once again? Because it's not on my list. You had it in a text message or some sort of
Goins.
Message. Is it Jamar? Jawan Goins, and he does. He gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons, and they take a 40-0 lead here in the first half.
Well, they blew my score prediction. I had them at 35.
Touchdown, Dragons. Juwan Goins.
But their defense is much better than any of us thought.
Oh, yeah.
And predicted.
Pruitt on to attempt the point after.
Also was not aware that William Blount was going to try
Keith
to run
with the hold
option.
And it's good.
It is good. Dragons take a 41-point lead. 2:39 left to go here in the second quarter. It's been all Dragons tonight, guys. I think they had to punt once.
Yeah, and they threw one pick.
And they've also intercepted
2.
Well, and I don't think
they intercept 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then
7, Tegan Bollinger and Derek Bean.
And they also covered that fumble on the punt. Yep.
Yeah.
Or the kickoff where it hit the
if William Blount has spent more than 3 minutes on positive side of the field, I'd be surprised.
I think they've spent 2 plays. I think they had one more that was on the 50, and I think they've had 2 plays in Dragon territory.
That's why I went with 3 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't
much.
No.
They didn't even really have the ball in the first quarter, but maybe, three times, and maybe it was, like you said, less than 2 minutes.
Right.
So for those of you that are tuning in with us, in the second half with a lead like this, the clock will run continuously through this third and fourth quarter unless William Blount is somehow able to get within 28 points.
Right.
If they go within 28 points,
It'll
then
go
the
back
clock
to a
rules
regular
will
clock.
go back to a regular clock. So if you're sitting home and you're watching that clock run, that's why. It's like in Emma's league. If you score more than 8 runs in an inning, you switch it up.
Right. Yeah, that's right. William Blount with the return. He gets out past the 30 and he's tackled. And actually, the way they tackled him, he got about 3 more yards.
Walker on the return. Check that.
And it's going to be first down Governors, 41-0 Dragons here in the second quarter.
And I would imagine in the second half you will get to see some young guys, maybe whoever the backup quarterback will probably come in the game.
You just never know. You might, especially with it being the first game of the season, especially some of the new starters, some of the new players on the team may still need some of those reps.
Well, you may still see some of that, but my guess is you're not going to see Josh Keith out there with a 41-point lead.
Wow.
I think you will.
Except for to maybe catch the kicks.
I don't know who Clinton's backup is.
Walker on the carry.
Well, according to this, Jeremiah Lee is listed as a quarterback. Addison Simmons is as another sophomore listed at quarterback. Elijah Sexton is a freshman listed at quarterback. Probably won't be him as a freshman. The other 2 are sophomores.
Who's the number 12? The number 12.
That's Sexton.
I think he's the JV quarterback.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Governor's handed off.
Oh, that's a good stop.
Plug that hole quick.
So
in 52.
In the state of Tennessee, I don't know if this is true everywhere. In the state of Tennessee, they could play 6 quarters. So if they play 4 quarters in a JV game, they're allowed to play 2 quarters of a varsity game.
Yeah.
So, they might be wanting just to get to the second half and bring in that young guy to play the last 2.
Yeah.
That's how the rule used to be.
So you got about a minute 15 left to go here in the first half. Once again, all Dragons tonight, 41-0. He throws it across field. He's got his wide receiver and makes the catch. First down, Govs. Get ready for about their 4th play inside of Dragon territory.
There is a flag on the play. Garrett Clark, the receiver on the play.
But there may be some laundry on the field from the reaction from the Dragon. We'll see what the man in the white hat says. And it is going to be
something against the Governors.
all we caught was his arm going towards the Governors, so that's going to back them up. Holding. That's 10 yards from the spot normally, isn't it?
Yes. Not from the spot. From
the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
No, it's in high school. It's from the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Look at this line they're bringing out, though. What is that? They got an extra blocker?
Yep.
Only got one wide receiver now.
Told you. That's exactly what I'd be doing. Eat that clock. Look where he got. A bowling ball.
Picked up about 5 or 6 yards.
If they'd have listened to me 20 minutes ago.
And that's probably going to be the last play of the first half.
That would be my bet. I'd say William Blount's dying to get to the locker room and renegotiate.
And let's see what they're doing.
Yep.
And that's going to be the end of the first half. End of the first half, your score, all Dragons, 41-0 over William Blount. And, I mean, what else can you say? It's just been
Dragon Ball.
And I'm telling you, their defense has been – the defense that they've been playing is really what has impressed me tonight. We knew that Joshua Keith is a heck of a quarterback, and we knew that they had athletes on that side of the ball, but their defense has really stepped up, and that's what's really gotten them out to this big lead tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big accomplishment. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You put a goose egg up as a defense, you got to be excited about where you are.
Oh, yeah, you're proud of that.
Yeah.
You know, you put that 0 up, that's what you want to see. And as we get ready, we're going to go.
And Coach Keith was a defensive guy. You know, he's a defensive player.
Yep.
So real quick, Lee mentioned it before, but I'm going to just briefly mention it again. We're this will be the only Clinton game that we do this year. The Dragons have started something new. They're going to be doing Dragon Vision, and you can find out more information about that on acs.ac. That's the Anderson County Schools website, and we are supporting them in that. We wish them all the best for them, and they're going to be streaming it on YouTube and social media and things like that. So go to acs.ac and
you can find all the information.
Find out all the information about that. And then for us, we'll be covering some more football this year. You can go to the website and see what other games we'll be covering this year. And then also we have some other sports that we like to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Last year we did a volleyball game. Hopefully we'll get to do
Did we do a volleyball last year?
Yeah.
Oh, I know we did wrestling, and that's our favorite.
Lee.
What?
We sat right here with Travis Freeman.
Oh, that's right. When we don't go to the place, it kind of. But yes.
And so
we're going to do a Clinton and Anderson County volleyball, and I think we're still going to do the wrestling, and that's always that's the most fun thing that we do all year. Sorry, Dallas, we're not quite to golf yet. You know.
Hey, that'd be cool though. Maybe we get those little backpacks with like the battery packs in it. Shh.
Oh no. Eventually.
Yeah.
All right, and
the
now
band.
we're going to go back live for the band at Clinton. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will be back once kickoff for the second half here on ACTV Sports.
Presenting their 2022 show, Journey Through Darkness. Please welcome to the field the William Blount High School Marching Band. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the William Blount High School Marching Band. Please welcome to the field the 2022 Clinton High School Marching Band. Directors are Matt Denstein and Ezekiel Schloss. Color guard instructor is Olivia Bean. The band is under the field direction of Will Targonski. Our 2022 band captains are band captain Ashlyn Smith, percussion captain Ethan Clark, and Sifa Gatto. Guard captains are Bryce Ross and Layla Cowell. The 2022 Clinton High School Marching Band presents A Turbulent Hope. Tonight's soloist is Sarah Boundy. 2022 sponsors of the Clinton High School Band, Ethan and Michaela French. Clinton High School Band from 1994. Stan Markham, Pat Braden, Jeff Wyrick, Frank Underwood, Robert Jameson, Phil and Effie Tipton, Joey Smith of Sellers Realty, Jim and Cheryl Hunter, Legends Event Photography, Bob and Elijah Bounty, Philip and Jana James, Memorial United Methodist Church, Brute Performance, and First Baptist Church. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2022 Clinton High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the 2022 Clinton High School Marching Band. couple of scores of interest with about 2 minutes left in the half. Anderson County 27, Powell 7. And still in the first quarter, Oak Ridge 8, South Doyle 0.
And we are back for more high school football. Once again, Dragons leading 41-0 here at halftime. Great job by both William Blount's band and the Marching Dragons. I love seeing the bands play during halftime. It's always fun to, try to promote not just the football, but the marching band and everybody else as well.
Yeah, those kids that are out there for the bands, they get out, 2 weeks before school starts, 3 weeks before school starts. They start their band practice and band prep, and by the second or third week of the season, they have a full show put in place. And that's a lot of work that they put in to make that happen. And so these communities should be really proud of their band programs as well. And I know the band director over at Clinton, he's doing a fantastic job, and I'm excited to see what they do and maybe get to go some of their concerts, not just out here on the field, but, over at the school.
Absolutely.
So as we get ready to get this second half underway, please keep in mind that there will be a running clock as we get the second half underway. Clinton has a 41-0 lead, so in the second half we will have a running clock. And, we should wrap it up pretty early tonight, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be out before most of the other games in the area are over. We will try to update you on any other scores.
So a
that we
halftime
see.
score. Well, I don't know if it's halftime at Anderson County
It was
yet.
late.
Okay, so it is confirmed at halftime. Anderson County leads Powell 27-7, and
Kind of a surprising score, Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that Anderson County is leading. I'm surprised at the gap.
Right, but with Powell coming off of their state championship last year, I really expected, it to be a much tighter game.
Yeah, I thought it would be about a touchdown or two. I wouldn't think it would be, what is it, 3 touchdowns?
20-point game.
Yeah.
At the halftime. So, Powell's unpredictable, though. They've got a pretty high-powered offense most of the time. So, just a few plays and they could be,
right back in.
back
I mean,
in a 7-point
we
game.
watched Clinton score 34 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, all it takes is a quick touchdown and you fumble a kickoff and they score again. And, it's a much tighter game. So, we just try to give you a little bit of an update what's going on the other side of the bridge as well.
Yeah, the storyline here tonight, though, is, we kind of expected the offense that they kind of built upon last year to come in ready to go. They had to replace a few players, but, that storyline has kind of stayed the same. What I'm most impressed with from Clinton tonight is their defense.
Their defense has been unbelievable. Their defensive line and linebacking core has not given William Blount's quarterback any time in the backfield. They've stopped all the running plays up the middle, and then their secondary has a couple interceptions.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with number 17, Bollinger, and what was it, number 29, Derek Bain?
Yes.
I mean, like you said, their secondary's playing good in the back. They're spacing out well. They're staying on the receivers. So.
I know as a coach, it frustrates you. They did have a couple of hiccups. They had a interception. Clinton had an interception there in the first half.
They're winning the turnover battle, though, 3-1.
Right. But, those things are frustrating. They had to call a couple of timeouts. They had they were one short on a punt there, the only punt that they had in the first half. So they'll try to get those things cleaned up here in the second half, and William Blount's just going to try to find some sort of offense.
As Clinton kicks off, William Blount, and the ball bounds out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. So William Blount's going to get some pretty decent field position to start off here in the third quarter.
35-yard line, is that right?
I believe so.
The Governors will put the ball in play, 1st and 10.
Sounds like you're getting old over there, Bubba.
I have an appointment with orthopedic on September the 9th.
Okay.
8:45 a.m. I'll live stream it.
Please don't. So William Blount is huddling about 20 yards away from the ball. It's okay for those skill positions. Those linemen, though, have a long way to run.
They get up there like...
That's even before the ball snapped. So it looks like maybe a new quarterback for William Blount. It's under center. No, same one. Hands off again. Once again, he's trying to get lean to try to, get
maybe
anything.
a yard.
And, no, I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it.
Oklahoma carry stopped by the center of the Dragon line.
Picked up half
a yard. We'll split the difference. So look at all the blockers. They got one split out. They got an H back instead of a wide receiver now. They're bringing everybody in.
Try a little trick play, and he's able to get
the
past
counter.
The first guy. He was in motion.
Yeah. Not that guy.
No.
The other guy was in motion.
Yeah. They threw one guy in motion. It looked like the ball was snapped a little bit high and got it down, but William Blount picks up a first down.
What is that, like their third first down of it? They had one off of a
penalty.
2 passes. I think they had 2 pass plays for a first down and then that one.
Well, and then I think the personal foul, they got a first down as well.
Okay. I was talking legitimate first downs, earned first downs.
It's still a first down. So here comes William Blount once again. Maybe one wide receiver out. Number 6 goes in motion again. Hands off up the middle, and he's got some room this time, and he picks up another one.
You know, that kid right there is averaging like 12 yards a carry. He's a bowling ball, but he runs hard downhill.
I don't know about 12 yards a carry after the first half.
No, like that's only like the third time he's carried. He's picked up a first down every time he's carried the ball.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
So William Blount is into Clinton territory. They're almost to the 40-yard line. They're at the 41.
He's the one that I called in an extra guard in the backfield.
Yeah. They've got 7 in the box. Quarterback's rolling out with a pitch. Pitches
He
it.
better fall on it.
He stepped out of bounds.
That is a fumble.
Yeah, that was just not a good play.
No.
I don't.
A lateral, backwards. I mean, they went from the 41 back to about the 50. I
Well,
think
he
is where
tried to like
stepped out of
chest
bounds.
pass it in basketball.
Yeah. And then as soon as he got hit, he got hit as soon as he tossed it.
You're supposed to flip it and let him run into it.
So it's going to be second down at about 19 for the Governors. As they come up to the line. Again, nobody really spread out wide. And that just lets Clinton stack the box up. Another handoff. He stopped for about a 2-yard gain.
Which dropped his average down to like 9.8 yards a carry. Actually, no, that'd be like 7 yards a carry, something like that.
So it's going to be third down and about 17.
They're gonna have to do something. Go to the air. They can't pick up 17 yards.
Quarterback's rolling, and he does. He throws it up the
He's
middle.
open. Caught it. Good catch.
First down, Governors gets it inside the 30 down to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was a busted coverage. He was open, and they tried to recover. They did a good job recovering, though. But I think that's because it looks like these teams are playing at 2 different speeds.
Very much so. Time continues to click down. Under 7 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Dragons clinging to a 41-point lead.
Clinging. Fun fact, our cousins went to William Blount.
Yes. Take it down right at the 25-yard line, gets out to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about it. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Govs. In fact, I think we did an Anderson County William Blount game.
When was that?
I don't know.
3 years ago?
So this is the best offensive drive William Blount's had.
It was before we
tonight.
started doing games in the studio.
We went to that Alcoa Maryville game when Jerry Rice was there.
Oh, nice play by the Govs, and he picks up another first down, I believe, gets it down to the 15-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down, depending on where they mark it.
Jerry Rice was there?
Yeah, we went. It was around this time. It was around Jared's birthday.
It was an ESPN game.
And William, it was, Maryville versus Alcoa. Yeah, it was first down for the Govs. And, it was when they were doing a lot of the high school games. And we went to eat before the game and had a very memorable dinner and
the roaming gnome.
And then we went down to the saw Jerry Rice, and I got his autograph on a bullhorn type thing.
Cool.
Hands off, picks up about 2 yards.
I think Maryville won that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Second down and 8 for William Blount.
Clock on the carry.
Time continues to run down. William Blount's pretty much had the ball the entire
third quarter.
Third quarter.
Clinton just looked slow coming out after halftime. It ain't look like they're fast-paced. They were running the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, their defense isn't stopping the runs from William Blount like they did. And there's a penalty. False start on the offense. Going to back them up 5 yards.
They keep shooting themselves in the foot.
They'll get it going, then they'll get hit by a penalty or a bad sack or something.
Well, so far they've not given
This is the first time
Clinton
they've
an
been in the red
opportunity
zone.
to sack them here in the second half. They're not doing those, 10, 12-step drops and, rolling them out 50 yards. It's giving their athletes on Clinton time to get to him.
Now he rolls out and he's
There
going to
it
be
is right there.
sacked.
What you were just talking about, and they do it.
Those longer developing plays where he's having to roll out.
I've just never liked those in high school sports, period. I think that unless,
like 'em in
unless
general.
you have 3 Division I wide receivers out there
Quarterback.
that are going to run crisp routes and whatnot, you cannot roll them out that far. Because I would do exactly what they're doing. I'd put me a fast little something on this end, and I'd run him down every time. Every single time.
I mean, they were in the red zone, and they're now, deep in the red zone. Now they're out at the 30-yard line. I think they got down like to the 8.
Yeah, William Blount takes the timeout. 2:59 to go here in the third quarter.
Dragons still
Your
lead.
Clinton Dragons
Absolutely.
are breathing fire tonight.
Ooh, new one. I like that. I like that.
These governors are going up in smoke.
Now you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
So here come Clinton back out onto the field. Try another pass play. He's got to get it out of his hand, Jared. Man, he's back at the 50.
What are you
He's
doing,
running
man?
with it.
Oh, my gosh.
Now he
throw
throws it.
Good,
And that's gonna
smart
be-
play.
That's
And
going to be
look at the coach.
intentional grounding.
No, he was outside the tackle box.
Good catch by
That
the
will
coach,
not be
though.
intentional grounding. I wouldn't guess. That's probably going to be a
No,
fourth down. outside the tackle box. Told you.
Man, he ran back 20-something yards.
If more than that,
And he about got caught.
he looked like he's trying to run a 40.
Wrong direction.
Yeah.
That's when you just take the intentional grounding. Then
No, what he did seemed to work out pretty good for him.
Yeah, because it's a spot foul and intentional grounding.
That's what. Was it spot? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was on the line.
Not
No.
in high school. It's from the
I thought it was
from the line of
I
scrimmage.
thought it was the line. Yeah.
All those rules are different for high school sports.
So here come William Blount's going for it on 4th down.
But they've used the whole third quarter.
They're accomplishing what they set out to do at halftime.
Yeah.
Timeout by William Blount.
They're not going to let the Dragons have the ball the whole third quarter. Well, what was time of possession? It was about 50-50, but we lost 41-0.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. I mean, you got 4th and 20. Yeah, you got to get down
And
to
they were
about the.
and they were on the 10, or they were on the what? The
I think they were like the 9 or the 10.
that's what I'm saying. They were down on the 9 or 10.
Right.
But like Jared said.
They got to get down to the 4 for a first down.
Yeah, but like Jared said, I mean, when they get something going, they have something that hits them.
So they're just now getting ready to start the second half at Anderson County. And
They're
we're
taking their
almost through
time
the
up there?
third quarter.
4th down for the Governors.
So, yeah, they got to get down to about the 5-yard line for a first down.
We will try to give you some score updates at the end of the third quarter.
He does let it go, and it's going to be oh! It looked like it was going to be intercepted by Clinton, but when he brought it down, it looks like his knee come up and he hit it. Incomplete, but it is going to be Dragon football.
So it looks like 5-Star Preps is reporting that Powell senior quarterback Jordan Potts has been out with ice on his shoulder, was hurt in the first quarter.
That ain't good for them.
No, that's big for Powell.
He committed. I think he's committed to Tennessee Tech. So hopefully he recovers up, gets well
Yeah, hopefully that's not one of those lingering injuries that costs him
this season. Yeah.
Well, Clinton with the ball for the first time in the third quarter. Coming with the 4 wide receiver set. Keith takes a snap. It's a little high and it's fumbled.
Did William Blount get that?
I think Clinton got back on it.
Yeah. Heads up play.
Snap was a little high, just threw the entire timing off.
Well, when you sit for a whole quarter.
Did they call a timeout?
Yeah.
Timeout Dragons. That's their first of the second half.
26 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Dragons ball. It's going to be second down and about 11. They did lose a yard on that the mishandled handoff there. But they were able to recover it. It looked like William Blount was going to get it there for a second, but Dragons ended up falling on it.
So it looks like Sean Bishop has picked up where he left off last year. He just took 170 yards for a touchdown over at Carnes.
Clinton hands the ball off, and he's stopped after a gain of maybe a couple. And that should be the last play here in the third quarter. Yeah, Dragons are walking to the sideline. So that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
William Blount did what they were supposed to do, Lee. They ate up the third quarter.
Third down for the Dragons.
And nobody scored.
Nobody scored. Your score going into quarter number 4, Dragons 41, William Blount 0.
Your score 10-3, the Dragons 41, the Governors 0.
So I'll try to give you some scores of interest here. If you have some that you want to know about, if you'll post a message on Facebook or whatever in the stream, and Lee will try to give it to me, and we'll see if we can't find that score for you. And I'll just kind of scroll through a little bit. So it looks like Gatlinburg-Pittman is up on Seymour. Boyd Buchanan beat Greenback 62-0. Austin East trails Fulton 21-16. I guess it's raining over in that area. The Wildcats lead. Oak Ridge Wildcats lead 11-0.
Who are they playing tonight? Do you know?
South Doyle.
Okay.
Oh, and
the snap goes through Keith's hands, and he's running with it now. He looks deep. He lets it go.
And
it's caught
by somebody.
Touchdown, Kendall.
Lucas Kendall. Number 2 for the Dragons. Wow, what a play.
It didn't take long into the fourth quarter for them to score.
And that's not any technical difficulties. Those are the lights that they have over at Clinton after a touchdown. So we're not losing any feed or anything like that. They're just flashing their lights, and Dragons score once again.
I bet at least 13 people have called CUB. Kingston leads Harriman 30-0. Rockwood is up on Oliver Springs 22-7. And Midway and Sell Creek are knotted up at 0. Now, I knew about Midway. I'm not 100% sure I've ever heard about Sale Creek.
Cell?
No, Sale. At least that's the way this guy on Twitter spelled it.
Where are they from?
I have no idea.
Let's go look it up. Who cares?
For the Dragon touchdown.
McMinn
Wow,
County.
it's actually, he spelled it right. Sell Creek, Tennessee, 72 miles from here.
Well, how about that? McMinn County 43, McMinn Central 0.
And the extra point is up
Good.
and good.
Pruitt's extra point is good.
48-0 now. Dragons over William Blount.
Gavin No has scored his 3rd touchdown of the game. I guess that was in the first half. Farragut leads Beach High School 31-28. Beach is towards the mid-state. That's
Oh, there was a personal foul after the extra point on William Blount.
Chucky Doak has closed in on Catholic. It's just 21-14. Gibbs Halls, 24-7.
Who?
At the halftime, Gibbs.
One of Emma's teachers is one of the assistants over at Gibbs. So,
One of her teachers?
yeah,
Or what class?
it's social studies and science.
Alcoa leads Ray County 24-0.
Alcoa doing Alcoa things again.
Webb has gone up on Carter at halftime, 19-14.
See where Clinton's going to be. Nope, they're kicking off from the other 40-yard line.
What would
Yep.
you do here?
Kick it through the end zone.
I'm up about 48.
What does
I'm
it
going to do a
matter?
squib kick. Try to make them field it like inside the 10-yard line.
I'll just kick it to the end zone. Your defense is playing good. If you kick it into the end zone, they get it to the 20-yard line. Just play ball.
That's what he did.
Pruitt's kick goes into the end zone for the automatic touchback. William Blount will put the ball in play 1st and 10.
Glad Jared gave some good tips tonight. He looks like he needs to go coach a little bit.
I did. One season.
Where at?
Norris Middle School.
Really?
Offensive line. Yep.
How'd they do?
Governor will put the ball in play.
They did all right.
They don't look too hot.
20-yard
Here.
line.
They did all right. I went off to college. You know, I was in college. I
Oh.
was kind of doing the commuter coach
I
thing.
thought this was like a few years ago, like
No.
2 or 3 years ago.
No, luckily I just went to school like 45 minutes up the road from 50 minutes from exit to exit. So I didn't make it to every practice, but I helped them.
Hand off, and he
gets
stopped in
stopped.
the backfield.
I got to tell a story. So I was coaching offensive line, and we get to the end of practice, and, you know, like every football team, it's time to do our conditioning part of practice, you know, run our sprints or whatever. And one of my little offensive linemen, and he said, "Come on, Coach, we really got to run." I said, "Yeah, guys, we got to get in shape." I said, "It's going to be a long season. Better shape you're in, you know, less likely you're going to get hurt, you know, whatever." He said, "Coach, I'm in shape." I said, "Baloney, you've been sitting on that couch all summer long." He said, "Nah, Coach, I'm in shape." Have you not learned round is a shape? Look at me. I'm round. I'm in shape.
Pretty good.
I
Pitches
died.
it to the outside.
And he gets stopped in the back. Again, man, the Dragons' defense has really stepped up their level this year.
I look forward to seeing them against, maybe a little bit tougher competition, though.
Yeah.
When they get up against the Oak Ridges and the Powells, if you don't know with Powell's quarterback being hurt, what that's going to be like.
Yeah, I got a text that he ain't played since the 5th snap of the game.
Oh wow!
Well, it said he got hurt in the first quarter.
Yeah,
so I didn't know.
Somebody texted me and said he's been out since like the 5th snap. So they're hurting really bad because he's one of the team leaders for that team. So.
Yeah.
So, but still, I look forward to seeing what this Dragon defense does.
Well, the other thing is too, he's a senior, and it's important to these guys. They put a lot of work into it. They sweat and work out. I mean, a lot of people don't understand. It's not like it used to be. They don't come in 2 weeks before the season starts and start practicing. Most of these guys work out. They come into the weight room and they lift weights all summer long. They condition all summer long.
Winter.
And then
it's a year-round thing now.
And so they have a dead period the last week of June, the first week of July, that coaches aren't allowed to have any contact with their players. But other than that, they are lifting weights. They're getting in the weight room and doing what they need to do to be able to make it through a tough season like this. So
there's number 39 again, Jared.
Bowling ball. His average is back up. It's got to be like 9.2 now.
Is that the official average?
It's my official average. And I dare somebody to test me. Somebody going to have to call over and get the official numbers.
So about 8 minutes left to go in the game here.
Offsides. The call against
So about 8 minutes left to go. Clinton with a 48-0 lead.
So Clinton gave them a free first down. They had a
somebody jump off.
Yeah, it was a young guy, so they were trying to give somebody some snaps there and jumped off sides. So gave them a first down. They still got a lot of their starters out there.
Again, this might be their first game starting, so they may just need some more reps. Nice handoff by William Blount. Oh, he gets through the first wave.
First down.
Pushed out of bounds, and it is going to be another first down for William Blount.
Forced out of bounds at the William Blount 48. It'll be a first down for the Governors. Check that on the 43.
So here come the Govs once again.
Loudoun County is up on Saudi Daisy 23-7.
And Govs pick up about 2 yards or so on that one before he's pushed out of bounds once again. Dragons defense is just playing for pride right now. They want to keep this shutout intact.
100%, man.
I mean, anytime you can force a 0 up on the board.
That'll get you a helmet sticker.
Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the exchange.
William Blount comes back up 39. Man, he's been everywhere for William Blount tonight. He's been like one of the few bright spots that they've had.
On offense, yeah. I think they've got to figure out a way to run the ball between the tackles. Seeing them tonight, they just don't have the speed on the outside to run long routes, deep routes. I wouldn't try any of that stuff.
Well, they have been under center a lot more than I've seen pretty much any high school football team other than, when Catholic ran the wishbone or something like that. So, or the year Clinton did it, yeah.
A couple years.
It's going to be a false start on the Govs once again, backing them up. Once again, they get something going with an offensive drive, and they've picked up a couple first downs, and then they have a penalty that puts them behind the sticks. It's just...
Well, while we got a little break in the action, I got to shout out the offensive coordinator for Clinton Dragons, Jason Hammock. He's done a really good job with this offense, and putting it together and getting playmakers in the right spots, and they've shown that they can throw the ball around the field a little bit tonight.
They have.
But it will be interesting to see kind of what they do with a little bit tougher competition.
And their defense is what's really impressed me. Oh, and he caught it.
No.
And almost took out a cameraman or woman.
Person. Oh, it's Sam.
Okay, it's Sam.
So, camera boy.
New superhero for ACTV.
The tackle for the Dragons by Camden Britton.
Tell you what, he stood his ground. I can't say that I would have
He's
done.
like, I'm not scared of you.
I'd have gotten out of the way, but
Man, how long has Sam worked for us? Worked for ACTV? Maybe 5 years? Yeah.
almost as long as Molly has, or Holly, or Jolly, or that's gonna be another false
finally
start.
got to a point where you weren't butchering her name.
No, I like Molly. She's always been a good one to work with us.
Dead ball, illegal procedure is a call against the Governors.
All right, we do have a couple new ones. We have Nick Roberts and Von Haney. Those are our two new camera people, so welcome to them.
Welcome to the team.
And out at Dragons, Andy's out there right now with the truck. So thank you to Andy for all the work that he does. Ryan is in our control room. And to all of our normal camera people that we've already kind of shouted out, we really appreciate what you do. We couldn't do it without the camera people and Andy out there producing. So thank you to them.
We've come a long way since the early days, Lee, when Andy was recording everything and posting it afterwards, and
throwing headsets.
We had the microphones and just handheld corded microphones, and so they've done a great job growing this community station that we have here, and I'm just thankful that we get to a few times a year come and support our community through sports.
And I tell you what, the station is just improving every time we come in here. Now we've got
and there's a fumble.
And there's a fumble, and
On the carry.
I think they're going. I don't think it's Dragon football.
Are they calling it same as down?
Contact. William Blount keeps possession.
So the Governors are knocking on the door, but they're running out of time to score.
They're on the 15-yard line. I think it's goal to go.
That's third down.
William Blount.
Yeah, it's 3rd and goal from the 15 for the Govs. Dragons really want to keep them out of the end zone. And, once again, shout out to, the county commissioners, the county mayor, everybody that has anything to do with ACTV. We appreciate your all's involvement and support. Clinton City, and we just thank everybody that's involved with ACTV and lets us come out here and, do these football games, basketball games.
Be a little silly.
Volleyball and wrestling here in a few weeks.
Try to mentor Dallas the best we can.
Yeah, as he does his media stuff at Roan State and plays golf out there. And we like giving Dallas a hard time, but, he's added a lot to the program. Don't you agree, Jared?
I agree with you, Lee.
Thanks, Jared.
I know, but next time we do cover a Clinton game, volleyball or something, I'm going to expect Dallas.
I'm going to come in with a binder and
step up the action a little bit. I'm not sure who that is. I mean, like, you're our go-to.
I don't know a lot of the Clinton people anymore.
You're not in tune with your community?
Not the football team. I know a good amount of them. I just don't know their numbers.
I want to mention real quick, the 7-on-7 summer leagues, man, they played a big role this year at both the schools that we cover. I know that they both competed in a lot of different 7-on-7 tournaments, and that's a great way to build that chemistry between your quarterbacks and your wide receivers. And so I'm not surprised at all by what we're seeing out here on the field tonight. I didn't know that they would quite have this much explosive power the first game of the year, which is, by my score prediction, which was way off, but all of us missed it. So, hats off to them and that offense. They really have it rolling. But Lee, as we get down to the last minute, we got to give our player of the game. Who do you want to? Dallas. We'll start with Dallas. We'll just work down the line. Who you got over there, Dallas? Who would you?
I'd probably say my player of the game. I'd probably have to go with quarterback Josh Keith. I mean, he's played a good game. He's found the open man down the field. Most of the time, he just had one bad throw. But I'm going to do a play of the game. I'm going to give it to number 7.
Oh, with the interception?
Keegan Bollinger, little one-hand snag.
That was a great interception.
I think that was the play of the game for sure. But overall, I really don't have a play. I think they've all played well. I mean, I've really
It's been a great team game. It really has.
Yeah, so it's hard to just pick out one player.
Jared, what's your thought on it?
I said I'm going down the line. You're next.
Well, I'm going to give it to number 25, Dylan Spurlock. I'm going to have to give it to a defensive player. The defense came out, showed out tonight. Spurlock had at least 2, maybe 3 big sacks. So I'm going to give it to, defensive player. And I think Spurlock, other than the interceptions, just all night he's plugged gaps, made tackles, had a couple big sacks. And he's my player of the game.
Well, across the board tonight, Lee, I think that you've got to be happy with, if you're a Clinton fan, about how they played tonight. Anytime you put up 48 points and throw a shutout, it's a great game. I'm going to give my player of the game to the whole defense. I think that they really stepped up and showed up to play tonight. They had a lot of excitement. I mean, you could see it in the first 3 minutes of the game. You had a nose tackle make a pretty big play, and he was just fired up and ready to go, and they've been able to keep
Seaver, yeah.
And when it's easy to get kind of lulled to sleep when you get to the, a 35-point lead. It's easy to get lulled to sleep, but they've kind of stayed on it the whole game.
Absolutely, and really the defense from the Dragons was just incredible tonight. Offense was clicking. That we kind of expected that from the offense, but that defense was just they were not going to let William Blount get any type of run game established. And once they started plugging that hole, and that's a lot of what William Blount does, is off the run. And once they got that established and that they weren't going to let them run, it was just off to the races for the Dragons tonight. So great job by the Dragons.
So congratulations, Coach Keith, and your players and coaches. Congratulations to you tonight as you go 1-0 on the season, and it's you're on the right side of a great start. And so we look forward to seeing what you guys do next week versus Austin East.
Yeah, and again, as we kind of look forward to their schedule, next week against Austin East, I see the Dragons winning pretty easily there. Let me find the schedule in the book.
It's right in the middle. You see all those colors up the side?
Okay.
That would be it.
Yes, there it is. So I see them, Austin East. Then they've got their first real test of the year at Oak Ridge.
It's at Oak Ridge?
Yes, it's at Oak Ridge. So they drive down 61, and they, have to play Oak Ridge, and that's going to be their first real test of the season. And then they have Cherokee, and then they have their second one with Powell, who is right now taking it on the chin a little bit against Anderson County. We understand that their quarterback's hurt, but Anderson County's playing well tonight. So,
I'll give you a quick score update before we go off the air. Anderson County is leading 34-7 in the second half. So it looks like Anderson County's going to roll on to a victory there. I hate it for that senior quarterback over at Powell.
Hopefully he'll be able to come back, and you never want to see, especially a senior, you never want to see any of these high school kids get hurt. So, hopefully he'll be able to come back.
And just a quick reminder, be sure to check out acs.ac or andersoncounty.tv to find out what other sports and times and games that we'll be covering coming up here in the near future. And so we look forward to doing that. We've got several more games that we'll be covering this year. And, it's fun. What is this year? 10, 11?
Something like that. We've been doing this for a while. So, and just real quick, Powell, their season does not get any easier as they have Maryville on Thursday.
Wow.
So
quick turnaround.
That's a quick turnaround, especially if you've got a injured quarterback. As we see Coach Keith talking to his players out there, once again, great game tonight by the Dragons. They beat William Blount High School 48-0 at home. So congratulations to them. So once again, for Dallas Cole, for Jared Fogarty, my name is Lee Fogarty. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great evening. Be safe, and good night, everybody.